What's up, YouTube? Just gonna make another video today. I said in the last video that we'd make one about Kylie's snake, her first one, the killer bee. So he just shed today, so he looks pretty good. We'll take him out in a little bit, and we'll just kind of see what's going on in the house. Kristen and Kylie, I believe, in the pool with the dog. So we'll go check on them in a second, and then we'll come back. We'll take a look at the snake. We'll see how he's doing. We'll weigh him a little bit today. And tomorrow is feeding day for him. So I was told by a snake breeder, if you want to be a good breeder, that you gotta start drinking these things. So I don't know if I'm buying it. We'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. Tastes like water, but we'll give it a go. Say hello.
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi. Kylie, say hi. Who's scared to go in the pool? No, Kylie. No. Yeah.
You want to splash him with some water? See if he wants to drink a little bit?
Higher. Higher. Higher.
I think he loves it. What do you think?
He was like chomping it. Trying to catch it.
Now you're just drowning him.
I'm making catch big splashes. Ready? Like this?
Yeah, throw it up in the air for him. So it is Memorial Day weekend, Monday. It is so crappy outside. It's cloudy, but not terribly cold.
Yeah, but 5-year-olds like to go in the pool.
But sometimes little kids go in regardless. We just opened the pool. It actually looks pretty good. Just gave it a quick vacuum, threw some chemicals in the other day, and it looks good enough to go in. We'll get it there. Every day is getting better.
All right, now you're just splashing.
Hey, so you want to take out the take Jack out a little bit, Kylie?
Yeah.
And we'll show everybody Jack. What did he just do? Did he shed?
Yeah.
Got all the skin off, new skin's on. We're maybe throw this guy in the pool. Don't let him eat it.
No. Oh, he's gonna throw it up.
And then we just got back last week from Albany, right?
Right.
Your video's up on YouTube.
Yep,
You put up all the behind the scenes.
Check it out.
CrossFit Regionals, all behind the scenes stuff's on there.
Team Coliseum Strength.
How's the water, Kylie?
A little bit cold.
A little cold?
Yeah.
How cold? Like you didn't go in all the way yet.
That much cold.
Jump in.
Alright.
Do it. Whoa!
Oh.
How is it? Water up your nose? Get some water up the nose? Tell Tyson to go in. You have to swim out there. Swim out.
Swim out, he'll chase you. Go ahead.
Swim out, see if he chases you.
He gets nervous. Go ahead, swim out.
Go ahead, Tyson, get him.
No, not to me. You have to swim out. No. That way. That way.
Come on.
Tyler, if you swim out, he'll come get you.
No, maybe he doesn't want to go in.
Get me. Come on. Chase mommy. Go chase mommy. Chase mommy. Come on, Kylie. Come on. It's so cold.
How cold is it?
It's pretty cold. It's really cold. Can you jump in, Daddy?
Maybe.
Daddy, do it. Jump in.
Think so?
Yeah. Go down.
I'm probably gonna regret this. It's a little bit cold.
Go, Daddy, go. I'm in.
Oh boy.
Don't be a baby.
Don't be a baby, they said. Don't be a baby. Don't be a baby. Don't be a baby. Someone didn't like it. It's a little cold. It's not that bad. Say see you later.
See you.
Alright, so we're back. We've got Kylie here with our, well, let's see, her first snake that she ever got. So if you saw in the first video, she said to me, this was just before Easter, we were looking at videos on YouTube, and she was like, hey Dad, you know, I want to get a snake. And after I was showing her videos of ball pythons and stuff, and I thought it was the coolest thing, and I kind of felt her out a little bit. I showed her videos on feeding videos, like what you'd have to feed them, and that's kind of one of the good things where I know on YouTube a lot of people get offended by seeing videos of live feedings, and you know, it's one of the things. It doesn't offend me because it's, you know, a part of life. It's natural. So to me, I don't have a problem with people showing live feedings whatsoever, and I think it's a good thing for people to see that want to get snakes, that want to get ball pythons. I think they should know that you can't just feed frozen thawed mice all snakes. Some snakes are very picky eaters. So with ours is in that same boat. It's a very picky eater. We've tried frozen thawed and it hasn't happened in the past. So let's get into our snake and what we have. We've got Kylie here. Kylie, say hi. And this, who is this right here?
This is Jack.
This is Jack, or what kind of snake is he?
He's a killer bee python.
A killer bee ball python, right?
Yeah.
So, do you know what two snakes, or what a killer bee actually is? What kind of snakes? So it's a super pastel and a spider. So the spider gene gives you that pattern, that different pattern that we see there, unlike a normal ball python. And the super pastel is what gives that super bright coloring. So it's like taking a bumblebee to the next level. So I'll give a quick story as to how we ended up with him and how this all started. This was her first snake that she ever had. I had snakes when I was younger. So when she said she wanted a snake, I started looking around at different places where we can get them, and we ended up going to just for fun, we checked out like a big box chain store. I won't say the name, but they happened to have her. She was super underweight at the time, and I talked to the people that worked in the store, and I asked them when was the last time she ate. And that's always a good question to ask when you're getting a snake from anybody, whether it's a breeder, a pet store. And they said she hadn't eaten in over 2 months. And so when I asked them how they were trying to feed her, they told me that they would only allowed to give her frozen thawed. It was a store policy. They were not allowed to feed her live. And they could go no bigger than a pinky mouse at the time. So what they would do is at night, when the store closed, they'd put in a pinky mouse and leave it overnight with the snake. And in the morning, if it was gone, they knew it ate. And if the pinky mouse was still there, it would come out of the tank in the morning, and they'd wait till next week and try it again. So when we got her, you could tell she was very dehydrated and very thin. I felt very bad for her in the store, seeing her condition. So we figured, we kind of ended up getting the price on her down quite a bit for a killer bee. So we ended up kind of falling in love with her and getting her. And she ended up being an Easter present for Kylie. So this was her first snake. And I think a lot of people get a little taken back when I tell them that I got my 5-year-old girl a ball python as an Easter present. So are you happy that you got her?
Yeah, it's a him.
It's a him. I'm sorry. Yeah, we did pop him. It is a little boy. When we got him, he was 200 grams, very thin. And we're gonna weigh him today real quick and see if we get a weight on him. He's eating a bunch. When we brought him home, we threw him a live mouse, and it was instantaneous. His feeding response is just incredible. So he's growing like a weed. And he just shed. When did he shed?
He said it today.
He did.
And the first said he said a few months ago.
Yeah, he shed last month, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if we can get him up on the scale real quick. Hold on. Let's take him off so I can turn the scale on real quick. Okay. Let's wait till it turns on. Hold on, honey. Okay. Let's see if we can get him up here. There you go. Keep it. Let's see if we can pull him back up here.
He's around the move with you.
There we go. Let's turn him this way. Let's get his tail on. There we go. So we got him on here. 354 grams. Is he on the center there? 354 grams. So we got him, like I said, Easter. Now it is Memorial Day weekend. And so from Easter to Memorial Day weekend, we've got him from 200 grams up to 354 grams. So he has put in some size on. He's plumped up, drinks a ton of water, but he's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can see the pattern on him, the colors. He looks awesome. Just shed. Very, very pretty boy. And so who's his girlfriend, Kai?
Jill.
Jill?
It's actually his sister.
No, well, it's not a sister. It's going to be his girlfriend.
Okay, fine.
And what kind of snake is Jill?
She's a calico ball python.
Calico, right? So we're going to try to have this killer bee and the calico from who's the calico from? Do you remember?
Always Evolving Python.
Wow, you remembered. Very good. So, Always Evolving Pythons hooked us up with the calico. We're going to put the calico, I don't think she's going to be ready this season, but she's going to end up going with him. And what are we shooting for? A Kylee
python.
What do we, when they go together, what are they going to get? A Kylee bee?
Kylee bee.
We're going to try and shoot for a Kylee bee that we'll end up keeping for ourselves. The cool thing about these killer bees is when you breed them with anything, you will never produce a normal snake. You'll at least always have Pastel. The Pastel will always get passed on. And so that's a pretty cool thing about these snakes. And they are such, every shed, he's getting brighter and brighter. So, all right, what do you say we put him back? And tomorrow's feeding day, right, honey?
We don't feed you in a long time.
They're both going to eat tomorrow.
Okay, good, because Jared's probably starving.
Yeah, I think they both are. Right?
But Jared didn't eat until a long time, because when we were going to feed him, we didn't.
Right, and then what the other thing we are doing is we just ordered a rack system from Sea Serpents. So we're going to see how that goes. We just placed the order. We placed actually a couple orders for racks through a couple different companies. A couple fell through, and we had another issue with one of them. I'm not going to name who they were yet. So now we placed an order with Sea Serpents, and we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how that product comes out, and we'll review it when we get it. So now we'll have a couple extra spaces for a couple more snakes. So I'm thinking we're going to be getting a shipment from Always Evolving Pythons once the rack system's set up, and then we'll do obviously a video on those two when we get them. All right. So why don't you say bye to everybody?
Bye bye.
How about you say thanks for watching my show?
Thanks for watching my show.
Say bye.
Bye bye. Say bye, Jack.